Today's about putting the Focus RS through its paces to find out all those modifications we did, was it worth it, does it make the car drive better, and you spend your money to get some performance out of the car and you want to know, does it really happen? So let's go over what we've done. So we've got AWE, switch path exhaust, get increased flow, car's gonna run a little better, a lot louder, and I have something to say about that later. We got the G4 Sport Comp 2s with the 1552 Turbo Max, Rally Armor mud flaps for the looks and to protect the paint a little bit. We have an intake filter under the hood. Basic, but the big thing I think a lot of you want to know is, what do the BC Racing coilovers feel like? It allowed me to lower the car and make it a lot more comfortable to drive. But the Focus RS suspension is so good from factory in a driving situation like this because it's so stiff and it has the active dampening that you can change with drive mode. So when you would put it in track mode and sport mode, it could get really stiff. So when you're out driving on roads like this, it actually feels like a legitimate track car, like it was built for. That's why it has a track mode in it. So when you put coilovers on it, you lose the track mode capability, you lose the active dampening. What do you get in turn? Well, a way more comfortable car to drive, but it may or may not handle better out in a situation like this, and we're gonna find that out today. So let's go drive it, see what it's like, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what I've learned about driving too, and it might have you carry a little more speed in the canyons and be more comfortable. So a lot of traffic out here. Let's see if we can have some fun and not get held up too much. Turn it on, pop this. We're on quiet mode. Hit the on button. There's Parker, heck yeah. So Parker's pulling up in his ST. Oh, we're going. The burble is way too much, and I haven't fixed it yet. I have to get a new tune, so when there's a lot of sounds, just bear with me. We'll get that fixed. It's too much. When I went to Team O'Neill Rally School, they taught me how to left foot brake and basically drive with 2 feet. Now you can hear that burble kicking in. Let me put it in sport mode. This is the sketchiest corner here. So the big thing I've learned that's helped me a lot of driving is to do the hard braking before, roll and turn into the corner and let the car roll around the corner. So do your braking before, roll in, then drive the car through the corner, braking before, and then drive the car through. I didn't really do that in the past, and I felt like I saw some comments that I didn't really understand what they were getting at. But you really want to rotate the car with the brakes, not necessarily with a bunch of steering, so you can avoid understeer and carry more speed easier. These BFGs are gripping really well. Tires are definitely getting warmed up. I can see Parker behind me having a good time. And this might be the story of today. Get the windows down, let you guys hear it a little bit more. Hopefully there's not too much wind. A little bit obnoxious. Maybe a little bit out of the way faster. This is a long downhill section. So the BC coilovers, I'm gonna put the dampening a little bit harder in the rear because I feel the rear end moving a little bit more than it did in the past. But the front, just all 4 tires are gripping really well out here, so I'm enjoying that. But let's get to some faster paced stuff out of traffic and let's continue to see how it feels. A little bit of a section here available. Rotates nicely around. It's definitely softer than the factory suspension. When you're out here, you're just thinking about how, okay, it is definitely softer. It was more soft around town. It's softer out here, but we haven't quite gotten enough speed to say, hey, it's hurting us. It's getting good traction. I'm having fun, and it's just genuinely more comfortable forward. It's like you're sitting there like blah, 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 like a Honda, riced out. This is what the stock RS suspension feels like. 1 down, 2 to go. I really like the sound of this car, especially after the AWE exhaust. But those burbles are just overkill. I feel like I can't enjoy the tone because I'm just thinking about how it's about to send off some really loud noises. I barely got on the throttle. There's a back section here, all the way in the back. The road's not as nice, but it's always way more open. And traffic doesn't tend to go back there like it does here. So we'll get there and pick up some speed. It's two cool one-way bridges though. Heck yeah, we're in the clear. That's enough rocks for me. Got clear bra all over the front of this car. Alright, we're entering the spot. It's a little more fun. Little bit kind of floaty over that, but for a daily driver coming out here, I can't find a reason to complain because I'm super comfortable and the car still handles plenty well to get a ton of grip. Tight. This is a really tight one right here. That's the first time I wanted to understeer a little bit, but it's kind of gravelly right there. I don't get too crazy right here because it's like a cliff on the right. Just kind of cruise, don't want to mess up right here. Now it's kind of the safe zone. Make sure there's no water in the road here. If we're good. Now we can kind of pick up some speed. Fourth gear. Feels nice. Tracking well. Tires feel good. Car feels floaty in the back. The dampening is too soft. The front could be a couple clicks stiffer. I'm right in the middle of these BC coilovers. There's 30 clicks and I'm at 15 on the front and the rear. I'm thinking about going like up 10 in the rear to start and then go up about 5 in the front. And these are kind of annoying to change in the front because it has the strut tower brace that you got to remove. But we'll show you how to do it. It's not a big deal. It's just a little bit of work. Not as easy as some cars that you can just do it on the fly. You need some tools. I'm enjoying this. Fifth, just cruise, let the car breathe for a sec. It's 82, charge temps will cool down, just cruising, enjoying it. Coming up on a motorcycle up here. To speak to reality, like my hands are sweaty right now. Like we're carrying enough speed to where my hands get clammy. That just means, you know, I'm kind of, my heart rate's up. So if you're wondering, well, can I push it to get an adrenaline going? Heck yeah, there is no shortage of that. Helps that Parker's here too. I used to put more steering input than what I just did right there, and that's what people would flame me in the comments for. They're like, dude, you're steering way too much. And then I just realized I need to brake more before and rotate the car with the brakes. And I have a lot to learn as far as like moving a car around on asphalt, but Team Ono Rally School and like becoming friends with Chris and Tim over there and their whole team, they taught me so much how to throw around a car on a loose surface, which is my favorite. So when it comes to driving out here in Arizona, which is all grip, I definitely got more to learn, but they helped. What they did teach me helped me on pavement a ton. My confidence is through the roof compared to prior when I felt like I knew what I was doing, but I didn't really have any like proper instruction. So now I really get to enjoy it. So I'll leave their link in the description if you want to attend their school. It's not cheap, but it definitely changed my life. I'm left foot braking. Like you left foot brake for so many days straight in a row for so many hours of seat time that like it just feels like a second language now. I couldn't imagine driving any other way. Taking a little break, P brake to be specific. Parker's on BC extreme lows. They're 16, you know, you gotta just let them get it out of their system. But we have a good time with these Focuses. If you haven't seen Parker's channel, I'll leave a link in the description. Go check it out. All his mods are there and us having a good time together because he lives down the street from me. Okay, this part should be fun. No one's in the way. This is like the tightest corner here. Consequences are much higher on the backside and the tortilla flat out here, so some of these it's not worth having a mechanical failure and flying off in this really nice car, or any car for that matter. And I don't have a cage or anything, so just roll around, have a good time, take the nice car home, not off the cliff. So when I get home, tightening up the suspension with the dampening, I'm hoping that it's a little less floaty. Sway bars would definitely help with that. Oh yeah, tight again, turns in nice, gripped up, smooth around the corner. That's blast. Miata up here. It's a dirt road any further. So fun. He goes, how do you see with that thing on? I barely can see.
Not fun.
It's kind of hard to see, but I can see like through right here.
Really? You going in front?
You go in front. Hey, just be careful with the cliffs. A lot of consequence right here, slowing down. When I'm cornering like this, I'm thinking about the bolts that hold my brake calipers on, and I'm also thinking about the lug nuts and the last time I tightened them and made sure that they were tight, so when I get here I don't have to worry about it, but I still worry about it. Big corner right there, it's tight. That's where I could get better with my feet and my decision making. This is the sketchiest corner here. I'm glad to see Parker slowing down a lot. There we go. I smell Parker's brakes. So if you have a problem like I did with my STI where you're constantly getting a lot of brake fade, your brakes are just getting too hot, not gripping. I was braking a little bit for a long time before the corner, and the best thing to do is to stab the brakes for a shorter amount of time so they get hot real quick and then cool off quick, and then over the course of quite a few corners you don't have brake fade. And I learned that at Team O'Neill actually, and it was like, oh, that's where all my problems have been, because I have these Brembo brakes, these nice brakes, and I shouldn't be having these problems. And it was just because I didn't know exactly what I was doing and what the best thing to do for the car was. And I haven't had brake fade since, because I just, when I come into a corner, just slow down a lot and then let off and then go. I realized that the view over the dash could be a lot better for you, so I'm gonna shoot some more driving clips. It's not exactly how I like to sit because the GoPro's not exactly my exact vision, but this should give you some better footage to get an idea of what it's like to drive this car. Brake hard, slow down, let off. That's a little warm, like 10 degrees warmer than perfection, but can't complain, doesn't get any better than this. All the flowers are yellow. Parker made it out last minute, didn't expect to be driving with him, thought we were gonna be out here by ourselves. Kyle's with him hanging out, so it's a good day. Reflecting on the day back at the house. When the tires are grippy enough to get the heart rate up, not to break traction, the all-wheel drive system works well. Those tires are great for this car, and they look the way I want them to look, which is cool. It has the performance that I need to go have fun, get my heart rate up, have a good time with someone like Parker today. Love that. BC's smooth on the way up there, smooth while driving, didn't hear any weird noises or anything, so that means the install was good, and they handled great. Are they as stiff as the original suspension? No, but can I tighten the dampening in the rear and a little bit in the front, probably a lot in the rear and a little in the front to maybe tighten things up a little bit? Absolutely, and I won't sacrifice any crazy amount of comfort, so I will be doing that. Look forward to that. We do need to do some more modifications to get rid of the pops and bangs and the burble and stuff like that. So I'll do a wastegate actuator and then get a custom tune from Allen. So we'll be doing that as well. A rear motor mount's gonna stiffen things up a little bit, put the power down a little better. It needs a new passenger engine mount as well. I have a new OEM one. So we got more things to do to the Focus RS. It is coming to an end here soon. I'm getting kind of sad. So soak this up with me. These next couple of videos, we're gonna learn more about the all-wheel drive system and such. So all that being said, I had an amazing day. I love everything that I've done to the car and I have no regrets. If I did, I would let you know. But this car is pretty simple and I'm being very careful about what I pick and sharing that with you. So if you've missed any episodes and you happen to have missed or you haven't seen yet, the AW exhaust install is a baller setup. You can go from really loud straight pipe to really quiet phone call conversation, almost like a vacuum. If I haven't seen it, go check it out. I encourage you, if you need any parts, carverspeed.com. You know what's up. Appreciate you so much. See you over there.